Let me share with you some of the experiences with students. I recently met some Fuchun Secondary students, and they tell me their school has an ALP called Innovations in Science and Technology for Sustainability. They all learned basic coding and programming and apply their coding skills to program robots. They do it in Secondary 1. I met one Secondary 4 boy. His name is Zichin. Together with his team, Zichin designed and built from scratch a robot that could move on different terrains, even on water, to retrieve and transport objects. Zichin told me that when they started, and I quote, everything was in a mess. They had to learn to work as a team, put in place a plan, work each boat, gear, and wire step by step to fulfill their design. They went through many iterations. Surprisingly, Zichin told me his biggest lesson learned through this ALP was not just in creating the robot. You see, his team had to bring their robot to the Science Center Makers Fair, and he had to practice public speaking, and he says it is not his forte. And he had to explain his robot to every visitor interested in his robot. In his words, he said, "These are things that I cannot learn in a classroom." This is the value of applied learning in real life. Some of our primary schools have also developed ALPs. Teck Whye Primary, which runs an applied learning program called Media Whiz Kids. I met Masara, a cute petite primary 5 student. She wanted to help her schoolmates tell fake news apart from real news. So she worked with her friends and teachers to make a short 3-minute video. In the video, Masara explains what fake news is, why people create it. She also suggests how to tackle it. And you know, we all debate about fake news in this very chamber. Through applied learning programs, our 10-year-old students are teaching it in their own way in school. It is a refreshing take on a very real concern. Masara and her friends narrate and present with great confidence and clarity. Importantly, Masara's teachers not only use the video to raise information literacy amongst the students, but also inculcate values.